Okay. Oh. All right. All right. Let's see what's going on here. Looks like we're... Oh, we're live. I did not know that. There's an old... I don't even know if it exists anymore. Never mind. What up, everyone? Now we're going to take just a minute here and make sure everything's working just exactly right. Let's see here. Okay. That looks to be working alright. Okay. Sorry, I hit start stream and then I was reading something on the telephone. Okay. Oh. Turn the sound off there. We're going to be double streaming this weekend. Since unfortunately I haven't had a lot of time to stream lately. So we'll tell you all about that. Alright. Alright, looks like everything's working just exactly right. Oh. Okay, never mind. Let's turn that off. Alright, what do we got going on here? It's like we got Ace, SD Heathen, Crizzy, Michael Grayson, GJ, what up, Born, Later, Colin, Lucas, Grundle, what up, Kathio, Rush Gamer. What legendary ship we going for? We can check it out. I got Alaska as the primary one, but we got progress on all of them. Got Jody, what up, Josh, Parker, Stylo's in the house, what up? TMROTR, James, Ben. Let's see, what else? What do we got here? Looks like everyone. Alright. I think we covered that all. Let me see what we got going on with this thing here. Okay, that looks good. What? Alright, looks like they updated the program I run. Alright. So, what's up, Desla? I think, yeah, we got a couple streams this weekend here. Today, we're going to be running through the Russian battleships, as I don't think we've covered that line on a stream yet. And then tomorrow, we're going to be playing with Tactical Angel, Tic Tac. No, his name's Tactic Angel. But if you want to get him riled up, call him Tactical Angel. Maybe I'll call him that all day tomorrow and see what happens. What's up, Jay? That one will plan on 10:30. I gotta get going a little early today. I gotta celebrate my mom's birthday, so started just a tad early just to make sure we can have time to do everything that needs to be done here. Joker, Emperor, Pew Pew. Do I think the ability to sell your commander in the future? No, that'll never happen. Kenny, what's up? Neurosix. Midway Bear Cub. Alright, so, yeah, we should have some action-packed stuff. Bureau. So, Basically, Alaska. Now they gave me and the other community contributors some doubloons to boost one of these ships. So this one I've been boosting. This is about as far as you can be, I think, possibly. Since I haven't turned this off, it's been researching the entire time, and we've been boosting and doing the dailies, which I'll do those later tonight, so we don't all go into a coma watching AI matches. So what is that one? That's segment 3, stage 4, which, yeah. So we're about a quarter of the way there on that one. Yamato, this one I'm doing kind of naturally. Like, we got premium time, so we get 2 projects. This one we're not boosting, but we're doing all the dailies. And 3 out of 5 on the second segment. So if you're keeping up with everything, I think you should be all just about here. You might be a little bit further ahead because I turned this off for 15 minutes, hopefully, to do the dailies on this one. And if you're just doing the dailies but not passively researching it, then you'd be stage 3 out of 5 on segment 1. So that's kind of a look at your various levels of progress. I don't think you can possibly be any further than that. You know what? Happy birthday to my mom, thanks. Let's see. So keep in mind here now. Next update. People keep asking me when's this Warhammer stuff coming out. Next update. So probably 3 weeks, I think. But I'm pretty sure we know for sure there's commanders, and I think it's kind of implied there's going to be. I don't know how many they're going to do. Anyway, I'm saving the promotion orders, but I thought maybe today we could pump a couple more and Galler. Because there's that Poltava we'll be seeing. I think you're supposed to play Galler on that ship, so I don't want to. I kind of gave it a negative review when we did the early impressions. Because the damn thing can't aim is the problem. So I'm going to try. What do we got here for. I don't think. I mean, you can make a case for this guy being an inspiration on, like, if you're King George, Nelson. Maybe some people run the Vanguard. I'm not going to put a lot of points in this guy, though. I think I'll just take him up to 11, just so we got the Axie build for comparison's sake. Let's see what we can do here. Might just put on, throw on Hyde, just for the hell of it. So we'll check him out on that ship. Alright, what else we got going on here? Show us the service record. Alright. There you go. Russian dispersion is troll. That's the thing. I mean, like, the tech tree ones up until the Hello, hello. God damn it. Hello. Now you can hear me. Hello. Oh no, what's going on? You guys can hear? See, I don't know. Once we get technicals. Yeah, we'll see. We'll give you. I think you guys aren't on a delay, so hang on. Sounds like it's coming back. I'll tell you right now, whatever I was rambling on about, I can't even remember. So, back for 2 seconds, then gone. Needs to pay the internet. What the fuck? No, I'm all current on all my bills. My credit score is actually outstanding, despite being not not someone with plentiful cash. All right, I don't know what's going on. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Hopefully it's not like a loose cord or something. Technicals are not my forte. I don't deal with them. Alright. Well, anyway. All those pearls of wisdom lost an empty mic. Yeah, I don't know. Well, whatever you caught, hopefully it was good. Salty Saturday. Do we have any legendary ships? Nope, we were talking about that. Working on the Alaska about, was down for 3 minutes. Oh, great. I'm about a quarter of the way through the Alaska with the boosting. They gave us credits or doubloons to boost, so I think that's about as far as you can go. How do I get so much commander points? Just by playing higher level ships. All right, I was explaining to you my strategy to boost Cunningham all the way up and then use him to generate commendations. But we'll get to that another time. Other Charles, just quick thank you for all the content. It's helped me climb out of Noobville. Reasonably accomplished in Blitz, but I had a rocky start in Legends. Oh, appreciate that. Well, that's good to hear, yeah. That's kind of my main goal with the channel is just to, this game's a lot more fun the better the players are that are playing it. So if I can do just a small part and help some people get better, that creates a better game for everyone, myself included. So it's kind of selfish. Chris the Don, play the Bismarck. We'll see if we have time. If we don't get to it today, tune in tomorrow. We can definitely do it tomorrow. But I'm kind of on a time crunch today. I want to get through these Russian battleships. Maybe we should jump into them. But thank you very much, both of you. Appreciate that. But we probably will have a little time left at the end. And then if we do, you're just going to have to remind me because you guys know how long I can hold on to. Alright, what should we do here? Let's just set this up. Alright, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's not too many. We could probably get time to play the Bismarck later. Alright, anyway, we got Kedrov across the board here, and we got Galler on Poltava now. We'll see if that thing runs any better. Alright, let's jump into it. Oh, wait, let's go. We got a boat ton of new members. I haven't streamed for a little while. Unfortunately, I've been really busy, but So I can't remember exactly when it was, but I think Bugsby, Mr. Fandango, Josh, Mr. Hosses, Northern Viking, Travis. I think most of you guys joined during the last stream, which I'd like to give shout outs to people that joined last stream and then anyone that's joined since. So thank you very much for those, that group, and all the members. Appreciate the support of the channel. And thank you, Chris and Charles, for the donations. Appreciate that quite a bit. Alright, let's jump into it. So, generally these things are the name of the game of the Russian battleships, whether you want to play them or not. If you see them, they're very, very tanky when they're angled. When they're broadside, take a shot at them. You can citadel them with a destroyer from like 30 kilometers away. No, but I mean, you can... I've ripped them to shreds with cruisers using AP at range if they're sitting there broadside. And it'll probably happen to us at least once where we get caught, shot in the side, blowing up. Other key characteristics. The accuracy is supposed to be tuned to like 11 kilometers or closer, highly accurate. Further than that, not so much. Now the Poltava doesn't fit that, and I don't know if the Nicholas does either. Would you buy the Iowa or Vlad if you only had coin for one? I don't know. I probably like the Vlad a little bit more. I just got Boy Nachinitsa. Kind of have a little bit of an animus towards the Iowa just because I was stuck with Dewey for like 6 or 8 months. Those of you that joined the game later on, when the game came out, duplicates did not do anything except for mock you. They gave you like 80,000 blue XP or something. And you got no legendaries. And the system was different than it is now, where if you don't have a certain commander and you pull a commander crate, you're guaranteed to have a commander that you don't yet have. Back in the day, you could get duplicates with any amount of commanders still being available. So there was a stretch of like 10 weeks where I got George Dewey 8 of the times. And so I was stuck using him on my American battleships for a very long time. So I don't actually have any fond memories of those, because Dewey's about as accurate as Celiacs after a night full of Hefeweizen and Pilsner. So I don't know. But I was damn good. Vlad's pretty damn good. I still haven't played the Vlad a shit ton yet. And we'll probably play it 2 or 3 times today. I don't know. I think the Vlad's probably... No, it's a good question. They're both damn good. Dewey is hate love affair. It's my favorite battleship. Well, in terms of games played, it would be the Warspite. That was one of my first premiums, so I played the shit out of that. Oh god, I don't know. No idea. Alright, I suppose we should shoot someone, huh? So the gun, I mean, on these ones right here, a lot of these, let's see if these are forward. Yeah, so these front 3 guns spin, no wait, only the first and third gun, and then the second one's turning. But usually for these battleships, the firing angles out the front are a little bit better. You get quicker access to the turrets spinning back and forth. The problem with this is you don't really have the option to disengage then. Like, let's say someone starts spamming me with HE or something. Alright, so that's a well-angled Peter right there. I don't even know if I can damage him. Let's see if he... Yeah, we definitely... If we aim up and hit the superstructure, we might get some damage, but... The problem I got over here is there is a destroyer in the area. Yeah, we got no damage. Oh, there it is. I don't think anyone on my team's paying attention to this shit. So now we're gonna have to be broadside to the Peter. We gotta turn to dodge these torps that are probably over here. And yeah, nobody on my team's gonna Alright. So we got 2 destroyers and A rushing a cruiser, a destroyer, and a battleship. So those 2 are dead. They have B uncontested, and then we have the rest of us doing nothing. So this is looking like a loss already. Great game. I mean, the worst by... I don't know if it's OP. It's really extremely accurate. Like... and the guns on it are good. And it's not short fuse, so you can Citadel battleships. It's not as tanky as some of... Alright. Yeah, I can't even push over here since... I think this V170 or what the... What is this thing? Yeah, V170 reloads every 50 seconds or so. Nobody on my team gives a living fuck about any of this shit. Alright.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Hey, Zarkun. Yeah. It could be one of those days. I mean, obviously, we're going to lose this game. That's a given. So I'm just going to finish my coffee. Well, we let it play out. But, whatever. This is, for those of you that are looking to play the gang, you're not going to get a lot of tips on this video, because it's going to, or this game, because it's going to be about 3 minutes long. I mean, I could chase this guy around. You know, he's on the cap, he's trying to hold it. But he can outrange me, he can repeatedly tort me. I can never catch up to him in the spot. Our destroyers have all killed themselves, so... Just the fact that they have 3 destroyers and we have just battleships alone. So I'm not even going to take evasive maneuvers. I'm just going to go fill my second coffee. We'll get on with this one. I'll be right back. Well, we might as well check the guns here. So, let's see, New York, we could probably punish this guy. But they're all, I think it's tier 3 through, maybe all of them, even the tier 7. You can get the forward, usually 75% of the guns firing on target, you know, remaining well angled. So that's kind of the advantage. Now again, the disadvantage of that is you're facing towards the bulk of the enemy when you're kind of tanking, and if you're forced to disengage, either you're getting chased by your destroyer, or, you know, someone starts HE spamming you. You kind of have to turn, which shows your broadside, and of course showing your broadside in these will get you wrecked. So that's kind of the trade-off. You can play them. It's not like the back end is poorly armored. You can definitely angle away. You can see there, though, minimal damage coming in. You can angle away. It's just a lot easier to get the guns on target. You know, pointing in on these, so. Let's see, who do we want to kill before we go down? Come on. Little Doogie trying to tort me. I know what you're up to. Yeah, see, this one is not as good as the other ones, because that second turret, it has to turn all the way around, so not as quick to flip back and forth. But I'm pretty sure it's just the Ganget that has that deficiency. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Cool game, bro. Hopefully they're not all like that. I don't have the patience for that shit. Alright. Wrap the game up in 6 minutes. Did it take that long? I thought they had it won in about 30 seconds. Let's just hope we get a little bit better destroyer play today, or this is going to be a long day. Alright, Peter. So this one I think has all forward rotating turrets, so we'll be able to see the more prototypical style that I was trying to describe before I got extremely flustered. Papa Nicholas says he's got a vote on the Legends group. I don't know what that is. Facebook, probably. I guess there's a poll on who's your favorite community contributor. Probably on Facebook. I don't have Facebook. Oh, God. Alright. Excited for the Exeter. Yeah, it should be cool. I think they're describing it as like, oh, great. Same map and everything. Alright, and we're down to destroyer to start with. Yeah, I think they're calling it like a British heavy cruiser, so it should be interesting. But yeah, we'll get that up. I should actually be able to get a review on that one relatively quickly. Now, so here, this is the Peter. This is different than I was remembering. So we got, this is more of a traditional 2 in the front, 2 in the back rotate, back. Give them the big Peter. Thanks, Jay. Yeah, this one's, this is actually one of the nastier ships in the game. I'm pretty sure this lower... Now, something we should talk about with these Russians is you can see that horizontal line on the armor. I don't know how well you can see it, but that lower part is basically impenetrable, angled, against any ship. Yamato, doesn't matter. But all these Russian battleships they're called icebreakers. It's more heavily armored in the lower part of the nose than the upper part. So if you are dueling them close range, you can try and aim up a little bit. See if that gives you good fortune. Yeah. So keep in mind, we're running Galler here. We have no accuracy enhancements whatsoever. Nope. So you can judge for yourself as we play through these. I mean, in my opinion, they're pretty damn accurate for the build we're employing. Maybe it's just the Nicholas that has the 3 in the front set up. Alright. Are these guys even aware that this dude's coming here? Looks like they're trying to torp him. Okay. Oh, God. They refuse to shoot their guns. Why do they refuse to shoot their guns? Shoot the fucking thing. My God. Any premiums I don't have? I don't have the Krispy Kreme. I don't have the Eagle. I don't have most of the Tier 2 7 or the Tier 2 goofballers. I'm having a really hard time paying attention today. I'm just getting kind of ticked off. Let's see, what else don't I have? I don't have the Eugen. I find it really hard to believe that this guy cannot see this dude. Oh my God.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
Oh my God, they shot at him. They didn't hit him, but they shot at him. Alright, rather than just sit here bitching, I guess I should just go flank him.
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
Fly doesn't have the icebreaker armor, are you sure? Can't be overmatched? I don't know, I haven't looked at the armor. Well, I think the armor scheme is posted on my Discord. We can check that out here. Alright. I kind of just want this thing to poke around. There he finally goes. Now they got him. I cannot believe it. So now we're not really pinned down anymore. I mean, this emerald, I have no idea what the torps on the emerald look like, but Let's see if we can blow this guy out of the water. If you're a destroyer, though, and you get close to these things, you gotta remember that actually is pretty tight, close quarters, so... You know, I would not be too, overconfident. 7 overpens. We did hit him, though. You little fuck. Trying to take it in the torpedo belt if possible. Shit. Oh, look who's back. Can we get an F for Team I'll try and calm down here. Maybe once this coffee kicks in. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. How many fucking torps does this guy got? Jesus. Apparently I need to know more about the Emerald than I do. We saw at least 4 out of that first salvo. What has he got? 8 per side, or did he turn around? Go buy the Krispy Kreme. Thank you. Thank you, Russell. I mean, you guys are donating. How much is it to... Wow. Alright. I don't think we can lose that one, but you never know. I gotta take a second and collect my mind, because I'm not paying attention. Got to rank 1 in Season 5 with Atlanta. That's not a bad... Yeah, the Boise's good. What's up, Connor? Alright. That's a really sad shorting, because the Peter, I think, pound for pound, is one of the strongest ships. You could almost make the case it's one of the strongest ship in the game. I mean, this isn't the same conversation as Kamikaze, you know, ships along those lines. Nikolai. I'm gonna have to focus here before... This is ridiculous. Alright, how do you even get to the Krasny Krim? Oh, daily reward. Don't you have to just free XP it? 187. See, the problem if I buy this, then I'm going to lose out on the Eugen, which we're getting close to. Oh, it's actually not that bad to do, is it? Okay, I guess I can buy this thing. I mean, you guys have already kind of covered the cost of it, so... Oh, what's this? 6 promotion order. Wait. Nuremberg camo. This is an interesting little bundle. I don't ever play the Nuremberg, but Stylo requests it every time. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. Alright. I gotta finish the coffee, pop a chew, and then maybe we can get the gameplay up a little bit, because this is dog shit. Where did the thing go? There it is. 187.5. Alright, let's just go ahead and do it then. Convert Elite XP to Global XP. So you guys know my history of doing this shit on stream. Normally I really fuck something up and then spend like $500. So I'm going to set this up and then I want you guys to verify that I'm doing it correctly. Wait a sec. Alright, so the way I'm reading this, it's 7,500 doubloons, right? What's that going to put me down to? 30. So I'll still have enough. I'll still have the doubloons they gave me to boost. Do it. 40 bucks. Ah, these guys have been donating like crazy today. So maybe I can... We'll do it as a little special treat. Get both Eugen and Krasny. Yeah, I don't know. I want to get the Eugen naturally. I don't want to start spending a bunch of money on this shit because I already use up most of my budget. Put a good dip in. Yeah, I gotta do something. Alright, so you guys verify. If I hit this button, then I spend 7,500 doubloons. Then we get green stars. That'll cover the thing, right? Is this what I'm doing? If I hit this button and it costs me $300, I'm going to turn the stream off, and we're probably going to quit playing this game for the rest of my life, so... Looks correct. You'd never leave it stray, alright. Yeah, I've heard it's a good ship. I just... Number one, I don't play a lot of Tier 4, aside from my weeklies, but... You guys keep requesting to see the ship covered. Alright. You guys can verify this is what we're trying to do? Alright. Okay. Alright. Let's do it then. So where does the... Where are the white stars coming out of? Not that I need them, but... Oh, God. You guys are horrible. Horrible influence. Alright, so we'll try that one. I gotta hurry up though here. We'll try that. I want to get through these battleships first, then we'll try and check that. Maybe we'll play a couple games with that one. Where's the fucking shoe? Says, trust me, man. It seems straightforward to you. I bought the Turpits on day one by accident when I was like unemployed. I think I'd just been laid off and I was streaming. These menus that they got there, like, it'll vibrate when you're unlocking your daily free crate to make sure you actually want to do that. There's no vibration on that shit that I just did. None whatsoever. But if you try and get your free daily crate, it's like, are you sure you really want this? Alright, so this one's a damn fine ship, too. Nikolai. You need that one a Tier 4 ass kicker. Oh, that's a Ruski Königsberg? Yeah, what ship does it take it from? That's a good, oh, from your premiums or fully granted tech tree ships. Well, that's every ship that I own. I mean, does it do it equally, like, across all the ships at the same time? Does it pick your highest XP ship? Although I got 18 million elite XP. I have no idea. Did I buy the Udachi? No, I haven't done that yet. Bought the Turpits through the campaigns, yeah. No, someone asked me some benign question, like how many... I think it was like how much doubloons would it take to boost this, and I was trying to just access the menu to look at it. Alright. And then I accidentally hit it, but I mean, there was no like confirmation or anything, it's just like, boom, we'll take your cash. I think I've been playing the AI too much, because all I've had time to do is my dailies. Now I forgot how to do everything. Oof! Rabitia! More satisfying purchase than heroin. I mean, the heroin's good till it runs out, then it sucks. Get more Krakens than the Udachi. That ship is out of control. I don't know what... I mean, the campaign ship should be good, but I mean, You guys are... You guys see what it's like when everyone's in a Jean Bart and a Kutuzov. Like, just wait till these Yudachis are coming around. That thing is nasty. Yeah. Let's go ahead and burn one of these heals. But yeah, here's the one where we do have the front 3 guns all turn 180 degrees, so you can really flip around pretty quickly in this thing. And so it's me and this guy against, looks like 6, possibly 7 ships. So we better stop moving forward. Oof. That's my shot on this. I aimed up a little bit about halfway, if you saw that, just because we can't really citadel them anyways. We're gonna fucking die. Look at the overload down there. We got 4 dudes all the way to the east. They killed the 1 ship that was over there. And then we got 3 guys in the base. And when you try and hold a side with 5 or 6 guys on that side as 1 ship, doesn't matter what ship you're in, there's a 0% chance we're gonna live right now. You know, this is gonna be one of those streams, I think. Like, I could call all these full health ships for health, you know, and they have no idea what's going on. Why would you possibly be on the relevant side of the map? It would make no sense. So, yeah. Peter, one of the strongest ships. Nikolai, one of the strongest ships. We're barely doing our ship's HP in this one. Didn't do it in the Peter. Good lord. What a fucking game this thing is. Gonna be a lot of taters in Yudachi. I mean, that's the one hope for it, but the problem with bad destroyer players, there's gonna be a lot of people in the destroyers. You're gonna have those bad destroyers on your team too, so they're gonna be blowing themselves up. And then, you know, Tier 7 might just be a fucking mess. I really don't know if they should keep doing these Tier 7 campaign ships like this. I mean, I get they sell the Admiralty backings. They're dope ships, you know. I don't have a problem with it from that perspective, but just they need to get rid of the premium bonus service cost, I think, is the only way to save Tier 7. Oh, God. Alright. Well, at the rate we're dying here, this tech tree will take about 30 seconds, so I guess start thinking about what ships you want to request. Blood pressure, yeah. If you can play the Kagero, you can play the Adachi. Yeah, it's kind of the blend between the Kagero and the Kamikaze at Tier 7. This is the worst string of fucking games I've played in probably 3 months. Hard to dodge the 80-knot torps, absolutely. Kind of tin should we send you? What do you mean? Lost all the games at the beginning of your stream. It's not even that we're losing, man. It's just either I'm just playing like dog shit and getting myself killed, which is probably the correct answer, or I'm just getting hung out to dry. But I mean, we haven't been able to do anything. We just played the 2 strongest ships I can think of, and we got our asses kicked. We got 10 people overloading a side with no fucking enemies on it. Like, what is the goddamn point of this shit? I don't understand these people. First campaigns were a lot harder, you're right. Maybe that's something they can do. I haven't even thought about that, but they could just go back to the old campaign rules. I don't know. I go back and forth. Like, I want all the players in the game to have good rewards and stuff like that. So, you know, obviously that's a lot of fun, but Tier 7 is having some issues. Alright, so we might as well just turn around here and get the back fired. You can see how the key to this one we talked about in the video, but you can get this firing angle if you look at the diagram. That's your firing angle rearward or forward. It's about that way. So you can get a lot steeper going backwards. Right about there. Grizzly Mint. No, Grizzly Dark Mint is my brand. I'm actually going to try and quit on Monday again. Alright, Scharnhorst. Rushing the Destroyer. Let's see if we can save his ass. Oh, nice shot. Scharnhorst. Ooh, the Benson's getting fucked up. Look at this. When your team shoots the Destroyers, what a difference it makes. There's a meme on Reddit a couple days ago about me and Spartan yelling at our team about not shooting Destroyers on stream. I'll take it. Berry Skull. I've had a few tins of that in my day. Alright. Well, that Benson just got fucked up. I'm surprised the Scharnhorst got away with that. With fairly minimal damage. Complete the weekly habits in 2 days. I mean, yeah, they're pretty easy. The problem Wargaming has is they're so damned if you do, damned if you don't. People will bitch about every single thing. You know, people, when the campaigns came out, the campaigns were too hard. Nobody can get a crack and nobody can get 150k. You know, whatever the other requirements were. So they just gradually made them easier and easier. Now they have a problem where they're too easy. And, you know, Joe Potato with 10 games under his belt is getting the Udachi. Yeah, this is a major mistake. I want to kill that graph speed, but now I just took a massive shot from the Bayern. That could have been a... I mean, the Bayern, you never know what you're going to get when you fire those guns. If that was an accurate battleship there, we could have theoretically been completely sunk. Not theoretically, we could have been completely sunk. Dev struck, he gone. No doubt about it. So you always got to angle towards your threats. The graph speed was not the threat to our armor. Oh, they're on our base already. Man, I tell ya. It is way too fucking hard to ping your base in this game. There he is. I have never seen a team shoot the destroyers this much. This is one of the best teams I've ever played on. Oh my god. Look at this dude from all the way over here shooting him. I'm like filled with honor right now to be a part of this team.
Support the allied target.
They're logically calling out shit. I'm just speechless right now. We still should defend the base, by the way, but... Appreciate those who bitched about the Kutuzov. The Kutuzov is counterable. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, but that's what I was talking about earlier. When we're talking about nose in, that's the perfect example of when that type of battleship play style is really hampered, because you cannot quickly disengage from a Kutuzov when your nose is in, and if you're in a ship like this with an extremely susceptible broadside, then when you turn away to disengage from that thing, then you can get wrecked. So if you're having problems with Kutuzov as a battleship player, make your initial turn before you kind of begin engaging the team. And then that'll allow you to disengage from the situation. Oh, fuck. I mean, most Kutuzov players just sit at 20 kilometers and really don't do anything. So all you have to do with players like that, John Bart's like that, just get away from them. Holy shit. What do we got here?
Вражеский крейсер потоплен.
You got the Warspite and Kid crates? Damn. It's a hell of a haul. Yeah, the Eagle, that's the one that I kind of want, but I can't get. And I asked WG why they won't give the committee contributors that, and they're like, oh, we don't really care about selling that one. It's like, fuck you. Yeah, I get it, Wayne. I get it. And they're good rewards. I mean, you want the campaigns to be good rewards, too. I get all that, but it's just unfortunate. Tier 7 is not fun when there's really bad players playing it. And everyone that's playing the game now was at one point in time a really bad player, so it's not... I'm not saying that to rag on the new players. But people do not understand the service cost. They're pissing their pants the entire match out of fear. And then, so it's kind of easy to identify who's a good player on the enemy team, kill that player first, and then, you know, proceed from there. Alright. Wow, what an ass kicking. I mean, we did alright, but I was just more in awe of the team. And something you'll see me do as we move up the ranks here, tier 6, tier 7, we're going to start turning our guns. Like, let's say the New Mexico's sitting right here where that thing is. When he's reloading, we want to turn the guns so when he shoots us, we're not presenting flat front turrets. I don't think that ship has it, but the later ones do. Yeah, I don't think it needed a heal either. I'll agree with you there. Not in a black hole and shooting DDs what sorceries is. Yeah, that's why my jaw was just sitting on the floor there. I would just completely shut down. I've never seen so many people shooting destroyers that were spotted. Like responding. You saw the one guy call it protect the Scharnhorst who was kind of pushing in. I don't know. That was a beautiful thing. I actually have tears coming out of my eyes right now. Oh. Tier 6 is the best tier. I like the ships at tier 7. I'd like the ships that, you know, they get more and more accurate as you go up. So, I mean, if you can aim, then you're going to be rewarded. They get more and more capable of protecting themselves when angled. You know. Like, it kind of enhances... If you're doing shit right, you're rewarded. If you're doing shit wrong, you're punished. It's kind of a more rewarding in terms of the ships, but when half your team is either on the back line or they went upstairs, got under the covers, and are sobbing, you know, it's not that fun to play, so anyway. Heal responsive legendary ships. Yeah, they are kind of that's a good point, Jawad. They are kind of pre-buffing or trying to balance that tier. Because previously it was the king of the hill, you know, top dog. Now it's not going to be. So they kind of have to take into account and balance those. Alright, what do we got here? We got tier 7 Iowa Turpits. Destroyer divisions. We're going to have to watch the spawns here. Got a Mayoko. Someone told me in my last video it's pronounced Miyoko. I actually had a friend when I was young, like a child, named Miyoko. So I actually do know how to pronounce it, but I like to say Mayoko. I like to butcher all the ships' names, just... Why not? You like the Nelson? Oh, here we go. What do you got? Oh, see behind the island. What map is this? Northern Waters. Actually, I haven't played this one too much. Ah, fuck. Now the Iowa can probably rip us to shreds even with our angled. Yeah, 4K. Not too bad.
All forces, capture that.
Fuck, here we go.
Пожарная тревога.
Reporting the target position.
Alright. So we got one of the destroyers here, but this Iowa migrated, so we probably actually have both destroyers over here, which is going to be an issue. We do have one cruiser, but he's not in a position to support. Our destroyers have no idea. You can see they're actually saying no, negative. We're not going to come find the destroyers. So these destroyers in our teams, we're going to just call them assholes.
All forces, capture that area.
I mean, you guys saw in that kid video we put up. Tashkent and a Fletcher. These guys are born to fucking kill destroyers. But they want to go to an uncontested cap. God, I hate these fucking guys. Tier 6, you make good credits on the premiums. I think Tier 5, you get better credit generation on the tech trees. Maybe not. Alright, so this is a problem here, because what we need to do is disengage. We're going to have to absorb this shot from the Iowa and then quickly turn out of here. We can't be over here. Obviously, we're going to die very quickly regardless. But there's not a lot we can really do at this point, so... If we can get through this turn without dying, I'll be kind of surprised, but we clearly cannot stay over here. Yeah, there it is. That's the Hipper fucking us up with his APs. That's what I was talking about. Even cruisers can fuck these things up
Concentrate fire on the enemy warship.
in the side. Jesus Christ. What a fucking team. Oh, they got through A. Good job, destroyers. You guys think I complain a lot? Be honest. Udione failed platooning. Yeah, we're dead. Man, the gameplay today is just amazing. Negative, yeah, those guys just piss me off. Not only do they go to A for absolutely no reason, but they're giving up B now. Oh my god. Why do I play this stupid fucking game? I have no idea. We go from the best team known to man to one of the worst I've seen in a while. Yeah, the upper bow. But I mean, that Zarkin, if you're talking about long-range shots like that, most of them are going to be hitting that upper bow or into the superstructure. So they're going to be, in general, taking a lot of damage. I think that lower bow strength comes into play more the closer range into the brawling type situations, which you got to stay alive longer than 3 minutes to see any of those, so we're clearly not going to see any of that today. But these ships, if you can get them in close, are actually extremely strong. You're just going to have to take my word for it. 800k credits. Yeah, that's what the premiums. I mean, the Atlanta can generate cash because you get small amounts of XP / credits per hit ribbon. So that ship you can score a lot of 3,000 XP games and get a lot of credits. Alright, so this Poltava, this is kind of the black duck of the line here. Apparently this does not have the Russian aiming model. Like extremely accurate within 11 kilometers is extremely inaccurate the further out you get. I guess this just has a regular battleship dispersion setup, so that's why we put is it Galler? Yeah, Galler. Put a couple points in him today just to check this build out, but it's not going to matter. I mean, it's a wonderful game. It's typically enjoyable. I'm not having any fun right now. Alright, I just gotta focus. What do we got here? Bismarck, King George's. You got a Fletcher and a Tashkent fleeing from the enemy destroyers. I have no idea why. I should actually check the Galler build. I don't think I set it up yet. I got the inspirations on there, but I don't know if we did the actual perks or not. Yeah, so we'll just try and play this like a regular battleship and see what happens. Oh, don't you worry, little buddy. I got you. Don't. He gets out of the smoke to rush the fucking Megami, and then he wants help. Why? That's the problem with getting a really good team, is you've burned your good team luck for like at least a week. Why the fuck did you kill yourself? Makes no sense whatsoever. He had a smoke, which lasts for 2 fucking minutes. He gets out of it. The Megami was being spotted. He did not have to leave. To rush a fucking Megami? You don't think a Megami can wreck a Benson? The EKG machine would be showing a flat line with these guys. Yeah, he's stuck. Oh my god, 5 fucking ricochets? I must be blind. It looked like he was stuck broadside. Oops, I'm turning the wrong way. Oh, I guess I'm stuck turning this way. He should be switching to AP. See if he is. Alright. Oh great, we have a Scharnhorst rushing us. Trying to turn around. This thing's obviously taking a little while to power up, but now we're gonna get torqued by this old boy.
Пожарная тревога.
I'm not even gonna look. 4 superheroes with an AL Nelson, yeah. Got that up to 16. That's a good inspiration. It's kind of the equivalent, you know, Hyde adds HP, Nelson limits incoming damage.
Главного калибра выведена из строя. Неполадки устранены.
Why is that King George rushing this guy? I just don't know. Every single game I played, my jaw's on the floor. I have no response to anything. I don't understand why you rushed that guy. another shot and help with this. I don't know, the guns do feel a bit better with Galler though, I'll say that. Come on. So, I mean, you can see the overload we got in the northeast while we just went down a ship there. But, I mean, they have 2 ships there, so we're basically trying to hold these guys off. You know, I'm probably gonna die. The King George definitely is gonna die. He just did. But we want to give them time to kill their ships, win their flank, hopefully secure the cab. And then hopefully it will turn around, which would be kind of a mild miracle at this point in time. But we can just kite these 2 all the way across the map. We'll switch over to HE here in a sec. That guy's shooting AP. But yeah, now they just have 1 ship up there. You just got to keep an eye on it. You know, again, we're probably going to die, but we're taking time away from these guys to, you know, their ability to do anything. Alright, so they've killed that side now. We've kind of done our job over here. Let's see, who's lower? I'm going to start shooting at this guy just because I can maintain my angle at him while doing full broadsides on this guy. This guy's lower health. You know, he'd rather typically take out the lower health target, but in this case, just due to the fact that our main goal right now is just preserve our health, tie these guys up for as long as possible. Do a little dodging. Fuck.
Пожарная тревога.
What's up, Salty? How you doing? I suppose we should check these guys' health. Full health, half, full. Yeah, so these guys, if they ever turn around, they might actually be able to handle this fight. Double fire. This guy refuses to stop shooting AP. That's interesting. It's refreshing to see a King George shoot AP, but in this case I would switch.
Пожарная тревога.
Yeah, the HE is not too bad. We're actually getting some decent damage on this. But yeah, now they're catching up. They're actually getting closer to them. So, I mean, they're going to continue to shoot me till I'm dead, most likely, because I'm very low health. And they've been dealing with me for a while. But that's fine. I think this is probably going to be a win.
Неполадки устранены.
Yeah, I could switch to AP there, but theoretically, if I survive, I'd still want to have the HE for that guy. Yeah, that's the end of that one. So,
Пожарная тревога.
what do you think? We'll give him at least 50-50% being able to win that. We only have 1 battleship left. That's kind of the downside. I'm saying 50-50 kind of sarcastically, but not really. I mean, if these guys... Well, if this guy's going to start shooting his guns, we could have some problems. He's not even shooting the enemy team. Okay. Alright, the odds just dropped about 20%, so now I'd put the advantage in their favor. I'm doing good, Salty, thanks. Yeah, the Nelson... There's a breakdown. I was trying to create a chart, and I accidentally deleted it, but there's a breakdown where having more health via hide will be better, and that's over a certain XP or HP of the ship because it's a percentage increase. And then below that, Nelson would be the more effective of the two because that's limiting damage, you know, permanently basically. What do I think of the Exeter? Haven't had a chance to look at it yet, but pretty excited. I just actually want to stick around here and see a win, because this is probably going to be our only win today. Oh no, we won that other game. Oh, God. Cunningham Galler. Hey, Dr. Hassan, how you doing? Yeah, I'm not going to take all the credit there, but I think what we did there was instrumental in this game. Again, we recognized that we were going to lose A, right? And this is kind of the disengaging that we talk a lot about. People ask me, when should we disengage? The answer is, if you recognize the situation, you're looking at the map, you're weighing your odds. If they have 6 ships covering A and we have 2, that's not a fight we're going to win more than 1 out of 100 times, right? If that. So, then we turn around, just start sailing north, kiting away, dealing damage, and we ended up with double our ship's HP and damage, roughly, so that allowed our time, who was overloaded on C, allowed our team time, who was overloaded on C, to clean that up, come over here, join the fight, and then win the game. So I don't know why this guy's doing what he's doing. Alright, look at that. Record that, folks. Alright, that Atlanta did. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The Atlanta can get some good scores just due to the hits. Because a lot of games, if you stay alive in the Atlanta, you'll get 2, 3, 400 hits with your shells. So that one's a good credit maker. I don't think you can buy the Atlanta, though, can you? If you don't have high to use Sims, that's Sims, what he does, let's take a look at him. For Battleships, I don't think he's really that good, because, let's see, where's Sims? So here you're getting 240, it's probably, I don't know, 400 max, right? 400 HP per tier times 7 is 2,800, I think. I mean, that's not bad, that's not horrible. It's an option, yeah. But, I mean, this is more valuable on destroyers, where that would be a much larger percentage boost. Alright, I'm like looking at all these glorious ships that we just have not demonstrated. We won the Ismail game. So we're 2 and 5 today. What a joke. Did we play the scene up? I think we did. My God. Yeah, Hyde I think is better for battleships. They're going to get a bigger percentage boost. I'll tell you, if I wasn't streaming after the first 2 games, I would have turned this off. Just been like, this, clearly it's not meant to be today. But it's getting a little bit better. Yeah, Sims better DDs. I mean, you can also consider Vian, throwing him on as an inspiration. You can theoretically put him on every build, you know. Increase the incoming dispersion. That has a similar effect. Now, is that one's very hard to compare to the other ones. Because who knows if the shells would have missed on their own or not. So they can't really test him. Alright, so we're on the flank here. We got just 3 battleships. We got Akatsuki, Kagero, Fletcher. We're gonna get as close to sea as we can. Let's see if this guy's... Oh, we got a Yudachi. Yeah, this one is... I could maybe should test Galler on this guy. I mean, you're going to lose a couple of heals, which is a problem. You're going to lose a couple of damage cons, which is a problem. But this ship's aiming is a little wonky. Yeah, I'm spotted. What I'm trying to do is basically bait them into shooting their battleships cruisers over here, because we can turn in quick enough to block the damage, I believe. I don't know exactly where people spawn on this. Oh, shit. Never mind. Alright, so now we've figured out we can go no further. So we're going to angle towards B, basically, and then that'll give us a 45-degree angle on these guys that are wherever they are on C. I actually don't know where they spawn on this map yet. But that'll prevent the crossfire from... You can see these guys are shooting at us. So we're pretty well protected against C, and then we're very well protected against B. There's a guy. There we go. Should be about 20% of his health, I believe. Let's get the plane up just to see if those torps are coming in. Yeah, at this point in time, the turrets, due to his inaccurate guns and our angling, he should basically not be able to damage us much. Now, we're still assuming there's probably ships behind this mast back here. Again, I don't know where they spawn yet, but I don't want to get too broadside to this side, because this ship can get fucked up very easily. Why is my detection larger than my fire? Have I not upgraded this? I feel like my detection shouldn't be bigger than my firing range, but maybe it is. I'm pretty sure I fully upgraded this thing. I don't think I fully upgraded the Ismail. Maybe I should have... Maybe I should have looked at some of this shit before we started this. No John Bart's, you're surprised? Yeah, you don't see that very often. Alright, if this guy's gonna push, we could just switch our guns. Again, we're primarily using our front two guns on this, so... If you get the back gun in position, cool. Him just gonna hit me. Fuck. Fiji can actually fuck us up. That's interesting. Alright, so we got the Fletcher. That's the one that spawned by us. That must have been... Oh, Akatsuki or Kagero. Alright, well... Our two options, we can deal with these cruisers, which is kind of my responsibility. Yeah, let's do it. I mean, the more important actions over here, we got the two destroyers. They're two remaining battleships, but they just fucked up the turrets. Oh, this is another dog shit game, but the red team's dog shit this time. Hey, fuck's sake, what's happening? Last 4 hours, there's 63-hour week. Whew. Yeah, I got one of those coming up in a couple weeks here. Yeah. So we got a Fiji over... Should be behind here. Looks like that's a smoke. The only thing I don't want to do now is get where this guy's on one side and this guy's on the other side. I'm not mad. I mean, if this guy starts shooting me in the side, yeah, that would hurt, but we can minimize the damage if need be. Uh-oh. Looks like a W. Yeah, you never know. Looks like he's behind this back island. Oh no, that's one island. Yeah, he's getting pushed from the north, so he's probably going to back up. You can see his smokes coming up, though. He is backing up, so we should be able to one-shot him, hopefully. And this is kind of creating a crossfire here with the Leon. I'm just basically watching what the Leon's doing, and then we react to him. And then we can see if we can convert or not. Nope. 5 overpens. This guy presumably can tort me here, but he's gonna go forward now because he realizes he's fucked. We'll give him a shot or two in the side. I do want to give one more salvo. Oh, he's coming at me. Interesting. I don't think that's gonna work out, man, but you can try it. Alright, there goes the torps. So now we're gonna put ourselves at risk from the New Orleans. That's fine. We'd rather take a couple shots from the New Orleans and take those torps. There we go. And again, I mean, it looks like he's shooting HE, but AP from that ship can heavily damage us here. He could get 7k, 10k potentially, but acceptable. I mean, the HE we're clearly not worried about. They still do have an Akatsuki somewhere. But yeah, we got all 3 caps. I mean, this is looking pretty good.
Пожарная тревога.
What? Look at that dispersion. Oh, God. You think Alabama's the strongest tier 7? It's good. I don't know. That's a good question.
Неполадки устранены.
That's a better looking shot. There we go.
Вражеский крейсер потоплен.
Alright, so again, I mean, this match wasn't that interesting. There was that decision, though, when we cleared the destroyer. Do we go over to B or not? I think that would have been an acceptable play. But then you leave the Leon over here and the destroyer, who I believe died. Or else he moved on, I don't know which, but theoretically, you never want to really trust your teammates. I have no idea if this guy's a pro or if it's his 3rd game ever, you know. But if we leave him intentionally into a situation where he's outgunned, potentially he could die. They could get C. Could have caused problems. Now our team over here did well enough that doesn't look like it's going to be an issue. Thought I was playing a German ship. Yeah, that last salvo was pretty wonky. I mean, keep in mind the build we're running here is not accuracy based. Yeah, no, that's the Alabama's definitely good. I'll agree with you. Yeah, let's try Peter again. I can't. We can't have this tech tree with that being the Peter game. Don't have the Bama yet. The dispersion's pretty good. I mean, the American battleship dispersion's pretty good. Assuming you have Sims. Or I think we might potentially get a new American battleship commander. So we'll have to see what this new guy is. Some sort of Warhammer guy, I don't know. Back to work? Alright, thanks for hanging out. Alright, we'll do this. Then we gotta check out the Krasny. And... yeah, this... grinding this line took way less time than I expected, just due to the dog shit. Sing it loud, sing it proud, my boy. Yeah, the Alabama, I mean, the one, it's not as tanky. It's not, the guns aren't as punishing, but the mobility is way better than the Iowa. I like the Alabama better than Iowa for sure. All right, what do we got here? Queen Elizabeth. Yeah, this isn't not a bad setup. Oh, we got a Peter over here. Peter's to the left of me. Peter's to the right. What do we got here? Oh my. I'll have to shoot at. Oh. Oh, his engine broke. Oh, we still got him. Nice. Apparently he's trying to suicide torp me. I don't understand that call right off the bat, but potentially he might be in trouble. Oh, he did launch his torps at that guy, so. Yeah, it's... the Russian destroyers, if you're having trouble with them, just stop trying to torp people. It's usually most people's main problem with them. Oh, Peter, don't show your sides, man. Don't show your sides, come on. Yes, Papatanya. You were disappointed with Iowa. It's alright. It's a good ship. Now he angles. There's some bug where if you're locked on, sometimes it's not tracking the target very well. I really don't know what's causing it. Alright. This guy needs to just get away. That's what I was talking about in my kid game. When you have a battleship pushing into you as a destroyer, this guy's gonna be spotted permanently now. He's kind of dependent on me to protect him. I think I'll be able to. But if we can't one-shot the Peter, this guy's for sure gonna die. Assuming the guy doesn't shoot and he's on a reload or something. He doesn't need to kill himself to contest this cap. We can kill the Peter, then he can get the cap. You said it, Sasha. Let's see if we can hit that guy or not. Yeah, I got him pretty good there. Now, maybe he's just waiting for his torp reload and then boom, come around and kill him. That could be too. Okay. There we go. Shot. Every single game has just been a beatdown one way or the other. Average game length today has been like 4 minutes. I might get half of those over, maybe not, we'll see. Come on. No, we got none of them over. Fuck. Queen Elizabeth shooting HE, thank you. You wish it was a feature, what? The not locking? what you can do to fix it, you just gotta unselect them and then reselect them, but the problem is if you play a lot and you learn how to aim based on how the game performs, then it doesn't perform, whoops, in the same manner, then you can, that'll lead us to some prizes. Yeah, you don't want to ground broadside there, Chief. I got news for you. Yeah, this is a much better Peter game than the other one. Suicidal Destroyers. And I want to kill him before his torps hit, so then he learns that killing yourself to get a torp strike off. Oh, he missed. Nice shot. I mean, if you're up big like this, maybe suicide torping's not a bad play. You're just chasing the damage, but... yeah, we're broadside of the Queen. No, we were not able to punish the Congo, so that was a really risky play. But what we had the island protecting our broadside, so... that's kind of why I was doing that. Much rather kill the Queen than the Congo. We could shoot this guy and then quickly angle. Oh, he turned right as we shot. Whew. Not quick enough. He's still shooting HE.
Пожарная тревога.
Don't know why. I ain't complaining, but I don't know why.
Неполадки устранены. Пожарная тревога.
Congo. There goes your gun. Yeah, you really can't damage us as long as we're steeply angled like this. I mean, does it look like I'm afraid of getting shot by these guys, or? Oh shit! Let's see if we can knock this guy's out. This guy's guns out. Boom! Thundering here in time with your shots. That's pretty cool. Oh man. Yeah, the problem with the aircraft carriers is they're gonna make destroyers kind of obsolete. Which I guess some people would be cheering the day that happened. I just don't see a way that... I mean, if you like being permanently spotted the entire game, having people bombing you that you have no counter to, then maybe you'll enjoy the aircraft carriers. Just trying to take these guns out. Well, if you want to go broadside, we can do it the old-fashioned way. Holding, holding, holding. It's not nearly as dramatic as I was hoping for. Goodbye. Look at... even in that range, that dispersion was pretty wild. Keep Legends cancer-free. Okay. Well, the chew finally got into my blood. I think that was probably my problem. Yeah, we didn't even score that high, but... I mean, you can see there we really... they weren't able to damage us as long as we angled properly. Alright, let's do one more Vlad, and then we'll try the Krispy Kreme. Give me 1 sec. Oh. Alright, I got a Bud Zero. Let's try it. Wait, hang on a sec. Let me make sure we got this thing upgraded. So we even have it upgraded. No, we don't. Holy fuck. How do I not have the ship upgraded yet? I was like, why is my max firing range within my detection ring? And this one's not even upgraded. I gotta get my ass going here. Here we go. Same deal here. That was really surprising to me. I thought I had the ship ground out. Oh, you learn something new every day. Most DD players suck eggs. Yeah, I'll give you that. Service records at the beginning of the stream. How are we getting along with the Bureau? I guess if you guys are just tuning in, we can take a look at that after this. Just remind me. I'll show you exactly, basically as far as you can possibly go, spending doubloons, roughly as far as you can be without spending doubloons, and then how far you'd be just by doing dailies without really passively researching. I got all 3 of those going. So far I haven't missed any daily missions. I've had a couple nights where I got home, not a lot of time, and I was like pretty damn close. Alright, no DDs here. It's got Chop, I have Baltimore. Alright. Yeah, the Baltimore is normally a high priority target. No destroyers though. We're gonna lower him down a notch. What's up, Boots? How you doing? Why get range last? You're mad? Because the shit, the way I have it set up, it's not gonna hit anything at range anyways, so why would I upgrade that? I mean, you want the option to shoot at long range. But I like the mobility. This thing moves a lot better when you upgrade the engine, and of course the hull. I mean, you get your rudder shift, you get your HP. I'm just really surprised that I haven't played this more. That's because I'm doing these goddamn dailies every day playing AI now. Alright, let's take a shot at the... Oh, he's turning. Alright. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, look at that. Actually, that's not horrible dispersion. I've seen worse. Holy shit. So he turned broadside and then he's just gonna sit here. I mean, I'm more exposed to my side than I would like to be, but we'll take one more shot, then we'll tighten it up. I don't know what the fuck this guy's doing, to be honest with you. Chop I have. Yeah, so it's 21k we've got on that guy. Huh, I don't... whatever. Hey, there's an example, though. If you got the Chop I have lit, shoot him. You know, that's... very, very dangerous ship. Same thing with the Kutuzov, you know, if you got these ships where you're having trouble. Holy. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, I saw his guns go off and then I didn't see him actually pop up. I was like, bullshit. What? That did no damage. Must have hit his gun. Here's the problem being nose in, though. If you got in a situation where you got this chop AF shooting you, I can't really disengage from him very quickly. And that's how we have to counter what's going on against us, is by getting away from it. So you can make the argument you should still turn around. You got your guns in the front on this thing, though. We're gonna reposition. We got a heavy overload over here. I'm gonna see if I can. Holy fuck, this guy's getting.
Concentrate fire on the enemy
I
warship.
mean, if we move more center, kind of behind B, then we can begin to flank them. They got most of their team in the middle. Basically, this Baltimore should die pretty quickly, assuming these guys are actually shooting at them. I guess we can take a shot. Yeah, now we're angled toward the team.
Many thanks.
Yeah, this guy's turning. Oh, he's not. What is he doing? Yeah. That's fine. We don't have to focus on him. Which you can see the win rate in individual ships. Yes, I agree. I think the two nicest upgrades to the game would be better stats and armor view. Better stats, I very, very rarely see anyone asking for that.
Пожарная тревога.
I'm sure they'll be coming. Alright. This guy's... Motherfucker. A Magi shooting HE?
Пожарная тревога.
I'm playing a little loose here. What in the fuck is sonar in me? I think the Baltimore's radar is going off back there. This is the risk. Actually, this is probably really bad because I'm broadside to those guys up there. They have 3 ships in that position by the Amagi, so I shouldn't be broadside to him. That's come on.
Истребитель взлет произвел.
Primary job in your DD. Yeah, protecting your division's fine. I'd say spotting should still be your primary goal, even if you're in a division. Yeah, now we're angled towards these guys and broadside of the Alabama, who's not aiming at us currently. I don't know. This is the problem with getting in the middle. It's strong because you can basically shoot at huge swatches of the map, but it's harder to defend yourself. If this guy's targeting us and we have no way to know if he is or isn't, he can potentially kill us right here. Now his guns are forward. Oh shit. There's the chop I have back there again. He did a good job repositioning. Fuck. Yeah, we do need need some range on these guns. Basically can't shoot back at anything. The Iowa should kill us right now. I have to turn because of this island. This is the problem. I was not paying attention to the map. But if we can get forward, now our broadside's protected. Now this guy basically can't harm us, and then these guys, clearly they cannot shoot us, so... I didn't think I could make that turn right there. I thought I was going to get caught. Now the Bismarck should get fucked. Alright.
Башня главного калибра выведена из строя.
There we go. shot, teammate. There we go. Alright, now we can reposition here, because we kind of gave ourselves... Oh, this guy's over here now. Guess we don't have to... While we got the island here, we gotta... Might as well protect ourselves from the Iowa. This guy kind of... moved himself within... our effective cover range. Chop I have, though, he can't harm us. Alright. Now we're humming along here. This is bad positioning. What's wrong with this? If you're responding to what I was doing a minute ago, yeah. That's why I was kind of lamenting my fate. But this island here, this is good positioning in my opinion. Now we're in trouble. I mean, if this guy wanted to kill us, he could. I don't know. I think we had about a 20,000 drain on that guy's life. Only took about 5k in return, so that's a good trade.
Пожарная тревога.
What you can do to the Bismarck superstructure? Yeah, it's kind of where you want to be shooting that in general. The top half of the hull into superstructure. I swear to God, every time, well, that guy turned a little bit, but I overlead that chop I have.
Неполадки устранены.
I should check how fast it goes, because I don't think I
Башня
aim on that ship properly.
выведена из строя.
Наша команда близка к победе.
Пожарная тревога.
I love that you're comfortable with what you're doing in life. That one might be behind him. Oh.
Наша команда
Ah,
близка к
over him.
победе.
That wasn't a massive damage game here. It wasn't a bad game. We had that kind of critical section back by this island where we showed our broadside, I think, a couple times. They just didn't capitalize on it.
Неполадки устранены.
This guy's backing up. And he's turning broadside into the shot. Bold strategy. Alright. Court mush. Nuremberg win rate should be over 65. In-game armor view will come after you finish all yours, yeah. That's how it'll work. Dreadnought there, though, that's what... For the Vlad, for me personally, I'd rather have a Dreadnought every time than a high caliber, even though you want to be dealing damage, but... I'm not going to sit here and say that was a great example, because we did have at least 2 times where we could have been deleted. But it was just me losing track of where I was on the map. I don't know. It ended up working out. Let's try the Krasny, since you guys kind of donated me into buying it. Let's see here. How do I do this? How much more? I still need 12,000 XP to get this thing upgraded. I knew something was off when I looked on the map. Alright, what's going on with this thing? So we got sonar, 3.7. 15 guns? The fuck is this? 5 cam torps. Oh, they're all side guns. It's like the Omaha. Interesting. Alright, let's fire it up. Take a look here. I don't know, it's not popping out. Let me compare it to this. Because the Kirov's a pretty good AP ship. So these are 180s. Okay, so this is probably an HE gun type of HE type of ship. Yeah, 130s. Alright, so we're gonna run the HE build. Wait a second. 16.3 range. Alright. Let's try it out and see what this thing is. Yeah, Boots, if you guys don't, if you're not on my Discord, number one, the link should be in the description. But he's been working on a project where he's been looking at the PC, studying the armor views on there, and then creating helpful diagrams for us. And then he's been putting them in the resource section. On my Discord, I've seen he's also been putting them on Reddit, so that's good. But if you want to join the Discord, those will be in that resource section. And very, it takes a lot of work for him, so I think everyone should appreciate it. Holy fuck, look at the diagram on this thing. So the torps are kind of squeezed way in the back. Not that we're going to use the torps probably, but... What's up, Jimmy? Tier 4 Svetlana? Holy shit, I hope I can aim better than that ship. You said it, man. Nobody fucks with the Jesus. This is a lot of firepower. So to get all of them, you gotta be relatively broadside. But if you're angled... What? So look at how far that back gun can reach. You can get all the way up to here. Holy fuck, this thing's serious. Let's see how the armor works. Excuse me. What are we in? Tier 4, we got a Peter. Huh, interesting. I mean, we got the range. You can see how far our firing and circle extends past their base, basically, so we should probably turn around. I don't think we have anyone spotting for us over here, though. Excuse me.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Let's see how the back firing angles. Yeah, I don't get as good of a situation come off the back. Alright, let's test out the guns, huh? $10 if you get a calibrate the Krasny. Thank you, Rocket. Alright, well, I guess we're playing the Krasny until we get a high caliber. I'll see how it goes. I'd rather be killing these destroyers than farming damage, but... Thank you very much, Rocketfish. Appreciate that. Look at that accuracy. What? The fuck is this? Man, that guy ain't fooling around. Yeah, I mean, we're way too overextended in terms of showing our side, because if you remember, we can basically be pointing at these guys and get all but the back second gun on the target. That one's not as tight of a group. I don't know, maybe that was just a lucky shot. That first shot we took was like, holy fuck. Look at these destroyers, man. Let's get that sonar going here. We got a torp strike inbound. Oh, I don't know what he torped, but it ain't us. Look at those beautiful widespreads. Come on, give me the goddamn guy. Yeah, the ship seems to be another tier 4 Clover. I haven't really taken a shot yet from the battleship. Maybe that blows up on contact. Oh, yeah, it does. Alright. So that's good. It has some balance to it. Let's see what we got. Oh, oh God. $1 billion for a second. Someday. Better get that checkbook ready. Yeah, these things are killing the fuck out of you. So apparently you can't get shot in that thing, which is good, because it appears to be able to spit out damage. So we'll try that again. That's an interesting ship. I think the firing arcs are high enough that we could probably just park behind islands and farm. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Some of you guys have been telling me you like the ship. I think it has potential. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you, Rocketfish. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that very much. Good flamethrower, yeah. That's a lot of shells. What was the fire starting chance? I think it was like 10-5 on my build. Yeah. So, I mean, if you're shooting 7 shots per salvo, basically. Yeah, you should be starting a lot of fires. I don't know. Seems like a fun ship. It definitely does not stand up to incoming battleship fire. Yeah, let's let that reload. We'll do the Bismarck since someone generously donated earlier and asked for that. And then we'll have to play the Cossack and bankrupt Jay. Make him my indentured servant for the rest of my life. Oh, did I do a Dunkirk before JoJo? Yeah, I think you're right. I think that was... I remember bugging Phil, the Wargaming rep, saying, how the hell am I supposed to highlight this shit for you with a level 6 do for an A? And just like, oh, don't worry about it. That's what a lot of people be using. So maybe I will go back and... You guys have been giving me a lot of good ideas on ships you want to cover. Thank you, Paul Ryan, for becoming a member. Appreciate that. If you guys are interested in becoming members, you can... It's the join button by the subscribe button. Or there should be a link in the stream. I think it's the support the channel link. Thank you very much, Paul. Appreciate that. Oh, check out the bureau. Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, no. What do we got? Benson, Masaccio. No, I want to play that Krasny again. Now that we've tested and verified that the armor doesn't exist. Which, as soon as I started firing the guns, I'm like, there's no way this thing can tank, because this thing is spitting out a lot of fire. Yeah, we'll check the bureau. I gotta remember that. Alright, what do we got? Kutuzov, Martel. Excuse me. Mogami. If the Mogami wanted to play over here, that'd be a good position for the Mogami. Oh. Golden showers. What do we got? Oh yeah, I can get the... I already got rain splashed in my eye here. Are these guys gonna shoot this game, or are they just sitting back here watching? Oh, you did find the fire button. Okay. I'd love to kill this chop head. I just don't have the accuracy at this range.
Problem gelöst.
Yeah, kind of the Bismarck. It's the Bismarck and turbines, in my opinion. I'm not a pro at these German battleships by any means. It's just not. It doesn't favor my preferred playstyle. But how I kind of conceptualize it is early on, you just kind of have to do what you can until, like, if this destroyer over here gets killed, for instance, then we can just push into these guys and absolutely destroy them. But until that happens, you know, you kind of just want to not take serious damage.
Katapultjäger in der Luft.
There it is. Sometimes you can get decent shots. That's not a bad looking one. There we go. Yeah, look. I like ships, and especially battleships that have good gun performance. That's not what you get on these ones, so that's why I just don't like these. Alright, what's going on over here? I think I just pushed into the destroyer. Well, if we don't die, I don't know why. What was it, a Fletcher? There's your torps that we expected.
Feueralarm.
Look at that spread, man. What the fuck is this? You got a broadside battleship point blank and you missed the entire fucking salvo. Do you want to tell me widespread is a good option? Widespread defenders, sing its praises. Tell me why that was a good salvo. Okay. Yeah, we do have this one little guy squirting up the middle there. Looks like two of them, actually. We'll have to keep an eye on that channel. We got a hipper. Yeah, I don't know. We might have to... I don't want to get too far away. We got two ships back there. They're two cruisers, though. But, I don't know. Yeah, these guys are being responsible. They're defending the base. We don't have to... We can keep pushing. So, next step is dealing with the destroyer over here. Benson? Or yeah, Benson, sorry. That's what it was. Okay, Mogami is still backing up. That's another example of being nose in when you meet the enemy. Like, your options are so much limited. The Mogami going full speed, sailing away, very fast, very dodgeable. Widespread's a good option. Thank you, Jay. Yeah. Every time I shit on widespread torps in my videos, I get like 10 comments, people being like, you don't know what you're talking about, widespread's great. Broadside Bismarck. The guy couldn't hit me. Alright, so we're getting located, so we're closer than closer than these guys. So we can assume the destroyer's in this zone rather than here, because if he was over there, then those guys would probably still be closer. So, if they want to improve the Bismarck, by the way, give it like an extra sonar or increase the sonar performance would be my recommendation. Ooh. What to do? I'm assuming torps are here, so that's why I'm kind of turning that way. But if I do that, we're gonna get into a crossfire with these guys. They are on the base. Oh yeah. We got the whole team back there.
Fire alarm!
This is going to be a high scoring, high damage game, and I think what we're kind of doing is kind of the, at least in my opinion, and again, I'm not a pro Bismarck player, but kind of take it a little slower to begin with. Don't get fucked up. And then once you get into these situations, yeah, the destroyer's still over here. But whatever. I'm not really that worried about him. Benson died. Oh, it's the chop I have? Yeah, you are correct. Alright, so that's good information. 100% correct. So this guy's got the radio locator perk on. I don't know. I guess it's not a bad option. I don't have it on my build though, so I'm assuming there's a better option. Alright, so that angle chop I have, we can't really hit him in the hull and do any damage. We can aim up a little bit. Or we can fuck this guy up. Mayoko's probably trying to get into Torp. Can assume that. We do have the sonar. So we'll give him... His Torps launch backwards, so once he turns a little bit to indicate that he's torping, then we'll pop the sonar angle towards him. Right now he's probably launching Torps. Nightschlag. Commander that increases secondary accuracy. That would be interesting. That wouldn't surprise me, man. I mean, we're gonna get a lot more commanders. We still have the Pan-Asian nation. I think that's just a destroyer line. Here's our Torps that we're talking about. I think there's Italian... I mean, there's Italian cruisers, so we'll get those, but I think there's like an Italian premium battleship that they'll need a battleship commander for. What else? I mean, there's still going to be more event commanders. We have no idea what's coming with these, what's it called? Warhammer. We could get some more interesting inspirations out of them. In order to keep selling the commanders, though, the inspirations should be getting more and more powerful as time goes on. We can only assume. Alright, it's looking like a win to me. Didn't really have to do too much that game. Start cutting down my aim on this chop I have by about 2 ticks. Because that's more... I shot 10 instead of 12. And that was pretty accurate. Let's check that speed. Oops, I forgot to check the score. I want to check the speed on that chop I have. And then we'll look at the bureau. Oops. $33. Yeah, it's not a really fast ship. Let's compare it to like 34.5. It's not as slow as I'm thinking. I don't know why. Maybe it's because if it turns, I think it might be because of the massive turn circle. It slows down so much that if that thing's maneuvering at all, then it kind of cuts the speed way down. Alright, let's do the... Alright, so here's the bureau. For those of you that are joining later. So, basically, Wargaming gave me 33 1,000 gold to boost one of these ships. So I'm boosting the Alaska, have had it passively researched the entire time, done all the dailies. I think this is about as far as you can possibly be right now. Just about a quarter of the way through. I don't know how you could really improve upon that. I mean, obviously, if we did the other 2 dailies, we'd be on the 5th stage right now. But that's roughly where you can be. This one, it's been passively researching, no boosting, doing all the dailies. But I've turned it off periodically to, you know, for 15, 20, 30 minutes to do the grosser Kurfürst missions. So if you're not boosting at all, breakthroughs, this is just shy of maximum of where you could possibly be. So you'd maybe be an hour ahead of this or so. 2 hours maybe. But those of you that are playing for free, hopefully you're right around there. Then you should be good. And then if you don't, you know, if you want to do one other ship, you can turn this on briefly, activate it, and then you just choose whatever ship you want to turn off for a second. So I've been turning off the Yamato. That's why we have a little bit less progress on that than we could possibly have. But then we do the dailies on here, and you can see we're not very far. We're only segment 1, stage 3, but we're still making some progress. So for an extra, I don't know, half an hour every day, that's about how far you can get without passively researching. Zarkun, you out here? All right, man. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see ya. Get an update for commanders you don't use. Yeah, it would be nice if you could get back some of the promotion orders. I kind of doubt we'll ever see that happen, but you never know. Yeah, let's try that Krasny again. Now that I kind of know what we're working with a little bit, we can try this. It's kind of bizarre because the firing angles are favor a forward firing, you know, angle. But I don't think you want to do that in this. Because as you saw there, we took 2 salvos from battleships and died basically. So this thing's very light. Should just be getting into the 4th leg. Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've done all the boosting, all the missions. I haven't turned it off, so I mean, I got 2 more dailies for today. I could be a little bit further ahead. Yeah, what do we got? Tier 4. We got 1 battleship. Holy fuck, look at all the destroyers. Well, we're definitely not getting the high caliber this mission, or this game. But this should be a fairly effective ship against those destroyers. We got a pod. Why does not one for the nuisance reduce torp damage? I don't know the names of the perks. Switch back to the Yamato? I don't think I switched it off, did I? Yeah, basically what I do is I have the Yamato passively researching, then I'll turn on the Grosser, do the missions quick, then turn back the Yamato. Because that's the ship I'm trying to get second. I hope I didn't turn it off to demonstrate and then forget about it. Alright, let's see what happens here. Jeez Louise, why are you shooting me? I don't think I've actually played against the Krasny Krem yet. A little blind fire action. suppose we should chest out the AP. I don't. The stats didn't bounce out or jump out looking like it was good. But you never know until you try it. Excuse me. Choking on Bud Zero. Oh god. I don't know what this pod's doing. Like he's in the smoke. You either use it offensively and shoot someone or use it to disengage and get out of there, but just sitting there with a Königsberg, I believe, that should be able to sonar him at any moment. We're not getting a lot of raw damage out of these guns, I'll tell you that. It's a little bit better. Oh, there's the Königsberg. Yeah, that thing should be able to fuck us up pretty hard. I can't fucking disengage. Man alive, I should be dead like 10 times. I feel like that Königsberg could one-shot us if he hit the shots. So if we're located, that means the guy that has that radio locator can tell where we are, but we're not actually visible because that... Now that we're spotted, it's this V-170 over here. Let's get these torps down while we're at it. I don't know, these guns seem like they're pretty accurate. And you guys are comparing it to the Svetlana, but that thing can't hit shit. Yeah, I don't know, I could see like in this ship. Oh. Kamikaze, we'd definitely like to kill him. Damn it! Alright. So we're drop spot. We're gonna have to do something a little risky here. I think it's a Clemson back here behind him. Well, I want to pull forward so these guys can't shoot me, and then I want to try and take this guy out. There he is. Actually, if you got guns on both sides like this, you can just flip your ship around without really giving up any firepower. That way we'll dodge the torps, but we can still kind of protect ourselves. There's the Clemson or whatever. Right. Drop spot again. We'll turn again just in case this guy torped. I don't know where he is. Oop. Close quarters expert on that guy. That's kind of funny. Trust me, I want to kill that destroyer here, but I don't want this guy pushing in the base. Okay, how the fuck are we down this hard? Let's test the AP. If it's going to go into anything, it's going to go into a Königsberg. Not a lot of... Oh, there's the torps. Oh, there's more torps. Alright, Clemson. I thought this game was closer, that's why I was actually trying, but... I don't know, this is an interesting ship. Damn it. Not all that durable. He's kamikaze in the kamikaze. Tier 4 Atlanta. Yeah, that's an interesting assessment. Yeah. That is kind of an accurate comparison now that I think about it. Yeah, well, that would explain why the team dissolved within 3 minutes. We were just getting going, and then I looked up at the score, not thinking there should be anything going on there, and... Oh, yeah, that's, Huh. Let's try it one more time. Inverted electromagnetic accelerator. Teammates rushed into the action quickly instead of being patient. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a low... Tier 4 is still... Technically, it's a mid-tier thing, but I still consider it fairly low tier. I'm not going to get mad at the team for those as much. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting ship, that one. You can definitely not get shot. It has no... I mean, we could try a really steeply angled shot. I wonder what the armor is. I should look at this thing. I'm guessing battleships can overmatch you from any angle, and cruisers seem like they're doing pretty good damage. Regardless. Yeah, we got Fubuki. A pair of Kirovs are dangerous. Ooh, we got a lot of good cruisers. Alright. Loving the Krispy Kreme. Yeah. It's interesting. I like the Atlanta assessment. I bet you with these 130s, the shots are fairly vertical too. Oop. Detonation? Did I get detonated? No, I would have gotten a medal. Unless I missed it. I don't think we got detonated. Sometimes the other team's just better. Well, yeah, I mean, they clearly were the better of the two teams that game. I don't know why this guy keeps dropping the spot on these guys. We could be getting them a lot of points right now. That must have been a blind fire. I was gonna say, how the fuck did that guy see me? Interesting blind fire. I mean, these aren't as floaty as the Atlanta, but they got a little bit of arc. Atlanta advantage. I'm not gonna try and say that, but I get what you're going for. Atlanta with a heavy dose of Soviet bias. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. Alright, so that was angled against the DeGrasse, so we can stop that. So I guess the armor's not quite as bad as I was imagining. Apparently it was my armor angling, which was just bad. Yeah, I'm not digging. I'm not seeing a lot of evidence this AP is worth using. Yeah, look at that firing angle on the diagram. You still get all but that one gun. Yeah, let's try it on the Gross. He's gonna beach himself. I think he's a little too angled for the AP. Yeah, nothing. He's just holding tight. That's actually not a bad play there. Holding tight because the torps are coming. If he backs up, of course, he gets blown up. So that was actually a pretty decent play there. Once he grounded. You don't want to ground, obviously, but... Alright, so... Yeah, we're taking a little damage, but not much. I thought the armor was like butter for a second there. It's not as bad as I imagined. DeGrasse lives. Now we're in trouble. The Ismail getting close is going to be an issue. And I don't think the Kamikaze got him. So this could be a one-shot opportunity for this guy. The problem with the Ismail and some of these Russian battleships, the HE, you can't do much. I mean, we luckily got a fire there, but damage-wise, they don't have a lot to shoot at for HE. Yeah. So there's no reason for us to be near that thing. Okay. Let's see. We got a... Looks like a Normandy, probably. What is that thing? Yeah, Normandy. We'll let him deal with the Ismail. Take a fight that we're more suited for. Bugsby, out here? Alright, thanks. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you. Come on. Shoot them guns there. Oh, yeah. Really, all I'm trying to do is get this thing so he can't shoot me. This thing is pretty nasty against destroyers. I don't know, I'm... Still need to figure it out completely, but I think the ship is pretty good. This thing should kill me right now. I don't know why he's not. Yeah, now he's looking at me. That should be the end right there. Wow. Got away with one. So we got one launcher per side. What I'm trying to do, reposition guard against this thing, and then this guy back here is coming to support. He's trying to ambush. If he pulls into this gap, we'll take him out pretty quick. I think that might kill that Ismail, those torps. We'll see. Yep, there we go. Alright. There we go. Perfect. Great sequence there. They're doing everything right. Oh yeah! Lil John! What? He didn't even do the fucking double strike thing, did he? I want my money back. Oh, what the fuck is this? What's up, Mr. Fandango? How you doing? We could get a Kraken, technically. I don't know if we can get over there by the time the game ends. Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of digging the Krasny. Yeah, I don't think we can get over there. So we'll sit here, cap, do our job. Should speed up as these guys pull in. Yeah, where the... You guys are on board, right? I don't think that was the Russian double strike call. Unless it got kind of overlapped because we were... I don't know. Obviously, I have no idea what this guy's saying, so... I don't think he called out the double strike, though. $10K doubloons for your double strike effect. Yeah, that might be an add-on. Oh. Alright, well that was a pretty good Krasny game. That guy walked right into my plan, though. We got the Torps on the AZ, kept the island between us so he couldn't shoot us, and then the Kirov popped up right where we were planning on him popping up. Beautiful. That was a beauty. Got the Krasny. Yeah, you guys donated me into getting it. Yeah, where did I put my Chowski? So we got time for probably 2 more. Again, I'm going to have a lot of time today to stream. Why we got going a little bit early. But tomorrow we're going to have Tactical Angel. Tic-tac. When you guys get on tomorrow, if you can catch the stream and Tactics on there, call him Tactical Angel and see if his head blows up. This guy's got Krispy Kreme down. He thought he said double strike, but interrupted himself. Yeah, I think there was so much that he was calling out that I think it kind of glitched and he didn't actually do the full thing. Third game with it? Yeah. No, that one... The only thing I really had left to figure out on it was how well it could bounce cruiser shells, and it seems like it could do a fairly decent job on it. So, I mean, the rule of thumb is if you get shot with a battleship in this thing, you die. Other than that, I think it's pretty capable. Yeah. I'll do a couple requests. What do you guys want to see? You're off work tomorrow? Okay. Yeah, I think the plan 10:30 Central Time, which is when I normally start. We'll get Tactic on there. See what's going on with him. TikTok. Yeah. Well, we had kind of a rough patch to get the stream going, but a couple chews in, we kind of calmed down. Maybe we should get should we do a destroyer? What are you guys feeling? Yeah, I'll play the Crim some more, and then we'll get some videos up on it. $10 for a Torp kill in the Minsk. I mean, I can make that happen. It's not a good play. You guys do ask me about the Minsk a lot, though. The Minsk is one of the hardest ships to play. I don't know if it's a good one to play on stream. How about we'll play this and I won't YOLO Torp. Unless the situation calls for it. Nuremberg? Oh, Z39. Yeah, I could have done that one. So we think Wargaming will give us Kremlin as legendary ship? I'd be surprised if we didn't. Yeah, I don't think it'll be right out of the gate. I'm going to assume they're going to introduce the legendary tier ships kind of in the same order we got the nations. So right now we got American, Japanese. We do have a German, which came a little bit later, but I think that was the first nation they added. We had American, Japanese, and British right off the bat, and then they added German, then French, and then Russian. So I'm going to assume they're going to kind of introduce the legendary tiers ships in that order. We never know, though. Did I get the Z39? Yeah, I got a review up on it. It's not too bad. Ran into Tic Tac in your stream. Yeah, I think I saw you talking to him about that on the Discord. Oop. Yeah, we got domination. Why are there more Atlantas around recently? That's a good question. I have no idea. I haven't really noticed it, but... He's calling for support. I'm literally tethered to him. And this guy's coming. Like, what the fuck are you whining about? We got a Minsk and a Benson. Assuming this guy actually uses his guns, we should be able to kick the crap out of any destroyer over here.
Thank you.
Rather than fucking around with your comms, why don't you point towards the objective?
Get back.
King George. That Kagero needs to get out of there.
Teammate, I need your support.
Fuck. The one ship we can't handle here.
Thank you.
Oh, God. Thanks, Rocketfish, but we're not going to get any of that. We're going to die very, very, very quickly unless this Turpins can bail us out. Ooh, nice shot. Yeah, we'll put the smoke down just to get him to burn his radar. Which might help our team. They're targeting me first for whatever reason. Jackass. Oh, man. That's unfortunate. I didn't even see that they had a Baltimore. Should have paid more attention to my little screen there that we were looking at. This is kind of a rule of thumb with a destroyer. If you have a Baltimore there, you can't really do anything. I mean, he's burned his radar, yes, so he's not going to have it for a little bit, but... I'd rather go help this Kagero, maybe. Like, what he's doing, he's sailing away north. He needs to sail towards someone on his team that can help him. And he's shooting at the mob, so he's going to be permanently lit. Oh, we do have a Baltimore there. Probably because your name's T-Boy, yeah. No, I get it.
Concentrate fire on the target.
That's kind of... You don't want to do what I did. I mean, they only have one cruiser, and I saw the cruiser on the map. I just didn't know it was a Baltimore until it was too late. But, there we go. Alright, so we're going to go back and flip B. You can see their team has gotten off of that. We got one destroyer all the way to the west. We got one down south of C. I could support these guys, technically. But we got a fairly nice overload there. I want to get B back in our possession.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic
So we'll do that. We got the speed to get over here. Seen Atlanta's in every other 2-6 game today. Interesting. I haven't survived any Tier 6 games long enough to notice what ships are in them. I don't know. I'm torn between helping these guys. They look like they're doing alright. But again, I mean, as long as this guy's there, we really can't responsibly push into that section. Nelson's backing up. We could potentially torp that thing. Someone's shooting at the Baltimore at least. So now I can control my own fate. I can stay out of this guy's radar range. I think it's 9.5 if I recall. Yeah, we'll go try and nuke this Gneiss now. How's the Russian DD's dispersion? I think the guns are fine, man. They're pretty accurate. I don't really have any complaints with them. We could torp this guy this old-fashioned way. Gotta ground and then back up just to see which way it commits to. Now, that plane that's up there could spot me. Actually, I'm preemptively gonna stop that from happening. Because he can't see my smoke very easily. I did not want that plane to spot me. There we go. I don't know why this fucking guy... God damn it, man. Alright, so we're probably gonna die doing this, but what the hell? Oh, there he goes. Because he's shot right now, then that Kagero was spotting him. Or someone's, you know, his bloom is massively increased. How many launches do we have in this thing? Just 2? Oops. We're getting proxy spotted by him. Those should be dodgeable for him. He had enough time to slow. And we only hit him with that left one, so we should be fucked. If this guy would've... Never mind, I'm not gonna rip on him. Yeah, we're fucked. How do you spec all your DUDs with the nearest ship indicator? It's called Twist and Track, the perk. Not all of them have it. Oh, Lord. Ah! Whatever. I could blame the Kagero a little bit, but that was mostly my fault. Alright, you guys give me one more suggestion. I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick. Still between two clouds of smoke is Battleship. But yeah, to answer your question, Warren, if Twist and Track's available, I think I have it on all the builds. Z39, I could maybe do that one. Poltava, we played earlier. That was actually one of the fairly decent games. In a string of misery. Looks like you guys are in mood for Battleship. Friedrich? I don't know. Let's try the Arizona. Sounds a little enticing. Tomorrow we'll have a lot more time to... I think basically what we'll do... We'll probably do our missions with the, the premium ships. And then kind of just take requests. At least, usually what I do when I'm streaming with someone... I've only streamed with Tactic, but... We'll just switch off who picks the ships. So, you guys can probably request quite a bit tomorrow. He usually turns on the chat and is responsive too, so he'll probably let you guys give him suggestions. But yeah, tomorrow I'm planning on probably streaming for an extra hour, maybe even 2 hours, Today, I had time to stream, but it's going to be a shorter one, unfortunately. Got my mom's birthday party we're going to go to. So I got to get out there and get a present and then get going. Yeah, that was the issue, Jay. I don't know why he was doing what he was doing, but I was chasing the bounty, trying to torp that guy. I should never have been that close either. So I'm going to take the majority of that blame. Plus, what am I relying on some random to do what I wanted to do? That's never going to happen. Yeah, we got a T-22 and a Fubuki. Oh. Don't forget to do the dailies. Yeah, I'm going to have to do those tonight when I get home. Hopefully I have enough time. Ismail Broadside, come on, man. What are you doing? Oh. Oh, shit, where is he? He's turning away slightly. Oh. That might be just a smidge high. Oh. No, apparently not.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Why? Are you... It's frustrating even when they're on the enemy team. That guy's like watching my stream. He's like, okay, so games should only last 30 seconds. So how do I do that? Let's go broadside. Now Arizona's a pretty accurate ship. Jeez Louise, my boy. Alright, so we got this thing here. Let's get the plane up. I'm gonna see how often he's shooting. That's probably the Fubuki. Be my guess. This guy's turning in. Oh, suicide strike. Well, you missed your torps on a suicide strike like I did last game, like this guy did this game. He got him! Never mind, I'm going to talk shit about him and he holds the second salvo and finishes him off. Alright, so if you're going to suicide torp strike like I did, it's not going to work. Apparently this guy knows what he's doing. Am I playing on console? Yeah. PlayStation. Alright. What do we got for options? Oh, hello. Oh, it was the T-22.
Concentrate fire on the designated
I
target.
think it might have a slower reload than I thought. Oh, yeah.
Bullseye.
No idea what his torque reach is. I don't think it's 8 kilometers, though. I think we should be safe, but you never know.
Fighter returning to ship.
It's a problem with these lower tiers. I don't play them enough to really know the torque ranges and stuff like that. Ismail still refuses to angle. Will I ever stream with Hive, huh? Probably. Oh! He's never approached me or anything. Potentially. It's very hard for me to line up stream with anyone else just because my schedule kind of changes often. But then if you throw in the 6 to 8 hours that you got to build in, if you're talking about streaming with European players, it makes it a little bit more challenging. Doesn't mean it's not worth doing, though. Yeah, let's flip the guns. Just broke the reds on fault line using the blitz. Nice. Yeah, fault line. If you know how the map usually flows, you can exploit it pretty easily. I mean, even that crappy Minsk game, I'm assuming our team should win that one, but of course that was a domination mode game. Alright, so the only ship that's not directly in front of us is that thing way over there. He can't hit us. So we'll just take these left to right since that's where our guns are. And especially because this one's broadside and the other ones are angled. No point not closing in though. I mean, the consideration is the further we push in, the more we have potential for crossfires. But these guys are all basically in the same line, you know. I can angle against all of them. And I can control how far I push in. I want to get as close to this thing as possible without allowing these guys to have any sort of crossfire. Just going to hold on until we got a full reload. See if those are blocked or not. Yeah, I got most of them through. So now here's the deal. He's going to be disengaged behind this island, so I could potentially keep pushing into these guys, but if he survives, then he might get some shots into the side. What are you whining about? You wish as many ships went broadside when you played? Yeah, it's kind of nice, isn't it? This ship is very good at punishing those type of mistakes, though. I got this back when, before we were community contributors, so we purchased this with my own dough. Angle in, you saw the shot coming in, we just angle in there a little bit. Took some damage, 7k. Russian battleships are poor. I'd like to disagree with you, but then if you go back and watch the stream, you'd be like, holy shit, they suck. I did not put any good ones on film today. I think we had a couple decent Vlad games. We had a decent Peter game. Most of the Most of my efforts to disprove your notion were completely ineffective. Why does it seem like the dispersion's a lot worse when you're firing the half salvos? It's just because they're not all coming in at once, so it's a numbers game. Like if you do a full salvo and half your shots hit, you're going to be like, wow, I got 6 pens or whatever. But I don't think it actually makes them more accurate. Maybe it does, but I don't think so. I think it's just a numbers game. Dead!
Enemy battleship destroyed. Our victory is in sight.
This guy's trying to back up to the moon, but he kind of blocked himself in there. Z39. Ask me that one tomorrow. I gotta get going after this one, unfortunately. But tomorrow we'll be doing requests pretty much the entire time, so try and remind me. I do have a Z39 video up, though, in the meantime. Angled there, no point in shooting at the hull. Shot up, we didn't actually do any damage, but we did knock out a gun at least, so not a complete waste. If he's, I guess you could say he's going to be stuck in this angle, we should probably switch to HE. And I'm not really in a position to disagree with you. I just don't like switching to HE, because now the guy's turning, which is going to give us different options. Let's see if we can punch through this nose. I think we can. Nope.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Oh, the firepower edition. Yeah, you get this, the kamikaze. What else do you get? Awaki? Or is it just those two? I mean, those are two great. That's a good use of cash. I'm always talking about values. I always forget about that firepower edition. Assume a torp's gonna hit him, but if not, we got him. Yep, alright.
We've destroyed an enemy battleship.
Yeah, we did. Alright, well, I apologize for the rocky start there. That was some dog shit. Mostly my fault, but not. I'm not gonna take 100% of that blame. Oh, we did have a couple decent games as the thing went on. We could take a look at the recap. I think it was like 5 out of 7 losses to start, and then we did better after that. Yeah, the Arizona's underrated. I don't know. Basically what I'm doing is my plan was to have Sims boosted to 14 by now, but because we have some commanders coming in the next update, we don't know what they are yet. But I'm just going to make sure we don't have a better option that comes out. So I'm holding on to all my promotion orders. Let's see what happened here today. I think it was horrible. Yeah, this is at least we did a little bit better as time went on. It wasn't 4-1. Oh wait, no. 1-4, 2, 3, 4-4, 5-4, 5-5, 6-6, 8-7. So we were barely over 500 today. Not particularly impressive, especially with the ships we're running. I mean, these are all good ships. Ganget, I don't know much about. Peter, though. This game was very frustrating. This one, you should not lose in the Nikolai. That might be my first loss in that ship. I'm just kidding. CNOP, yeah, I apologize. I did not highlight these ships very well. Only 12 pounds in the UK. Yeah, it's in terms of value, that the physical copy of the game is where it's at. Make a video of that AZ game. No, I can never do videos of these streams. I'm always trying to point out stuff, so I move the camera oddly. It just looks very bizarre if you go back and try and do a video with them. But yeah, I appreciate everyone for hanging out. Awesome support today, guys. Appreciate that. Rocketfish, Jay, Paul Ryan, thanks for becoming a member. Russell, Grendel, Chris, Charles. Yeah, very generous. So the generosity outweighed what I was giving you in return in terms of quality gameplay. But yeah, don't buy it used. That's the key. It's a code that you're getting. So someone will have cashed the code in, and then you're not going to get it. Anyway, hopefully you guys can tune back in tomorrow, 10:30 Central Time. We're going to have Tactic Angel. I'll try and get my mind ready to go before we start the stream, so we're not off to quite as rocky of a start. Should be fun though. Yeah, I'll be sure to say it. Happy birthday. But yeah, appreciate everyone for tuning in. Hopefully you have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow. All right, peace.